Hey, welcome back. Part 3, Detroit mayoral candidate debate. Some fish starting to fly. I mean, punches are being thrown, good ideas are being rebutted, and vice versa. It's getting pretty good and it's getting pretty heavy. But we got to stay on top of it because these might be one of our future leaders and you want to stay on top of it. Let's go, Detroit. Part 3, mayoral candidate debate.
Two rebuttals.
I don't
Mr.
believe
Barrow, and
that,
then we'll go to Ms. Borkamp.
because I don't believe I'll get a question, I'm going to have to rebut my way through this. I believe our school systems and public education is essential to Detroit. That's what's going to bring people back into this town. A strong education system that's controlled by elected officials, not by appointed and anointed individuals. So I'm a strong supporter of that. I do want us to bring our people back into this city. There are folks who are dying and want to come back to this town. We just got to provide them with the leadership and the strength to be able to make that happen.
Mr. Barrow, thank you. A quick rebuttal with Ms. Borkamp.
Okay, the overall agenda in Michigan is to privatize all of our schools. And so as the mayor, it would be my job to organize the people of Detroit using my fine community organizing skills to make sure that that does not happen here. I would also have control over the recreation department and also parks. So what we could do is have early literacy programs in parks. And there's just an endless array of activities that we could do through the recreation department, linking literacy to sports programs and recreation.
Chief Borkamp, thank you. That wraps up this section of the...
I remember back when I was young, shit, we used to travel all, me and my buddies, it was about 5 to 10 of us, you know. We used to can travel around the city going to different rec centers and pretty much battling out on the basketball court with guys, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no gang type or violence type thing. It was just a mad competition era in life, if you will. We can go around the city and just hoop with different folks in different recreational centers. We used to go around with that same 5 to 10 people, play football games with different neighborhoods. Everything was nice and cool and good. You know what I'm saying? It was good that way. I'm quite sure it might not get that way again. But the importance of having rec centers, you know what I mean, and things for kids to do when they're not in school, if you will, because some people don't have the opportunity while they're in school to get into sports, or certain teams are looking for certain individuals. You know what I mean? So you might not never get an opportunity as far as in the school system, you know. But the rec centers are the second outlet or the underground outlet, if you will, to get into those type of developing your skills before you go present them to a coach that might want to pick you up. So rec centers and things like that is a good importance.
debate. When we come back from break here, we're going to welcome back our third group. D'Artagnan Collier, Herman Griffin, John Alumba, Dr. John Telford. That's coming up right here on WADL TV 38.
Hello, I'm Ingrid Kelly with WADL. Thank you so much for joining us for the 2013 mayoral debate. There is so much interest in this race, and there are a few people joining me now to share their thoughts. Tell me your name and what brought you out here.
My name is Lydia Gambrell, and what brought me out here was to support my mayoral candidate, Crystal A. Crittenden, and because I believe she stands for what we need. She's going to get rid of the emergency manager. She's talking about streamlining departments, as well as bringing in federal grant money, and also talking about JOBS, jobs.
Based on what you've heard so far during this debate, what are your thoughts?
I hear a lot of things being talked about, but what is central to everyday people, jobs, the economy, where they live, the safety and education, that's not being talked about. So I wish they would do more of that.
Thank you, Lydia. And
Well, I know she's outside. uh, I'm not sure if she was inside while the debate was going on, but they talked about that. You'll be able to see it.
your name and what brought you out here.
My name is David Smith, and I came out here to support Tom Barrow for mayor.
He came out to port. What is a to port? That's why they looking at us like we crazy. Shit. Of course, all the schools is knocked down. So to port might have been in his vocabulary since he was younger.
But the main reason I came out here is to let the citizens of Detroit know that when Benny Napoleon was chief of police for the city police department, he placed this city on a federal consent decree. He called in the FBI because there were questionable shootings by police officers, problems with citizen lockup, drugs were missing, and police officers cheating on exams.
Now, let me get this straight. He can say all of that shit. That's a lot of shit. Nah, that's a lot of shit. You kind of like snitching, but that's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He can say all that intelligent shit, but he cannot say support.
Now, Archer back then 12 years ago, put him as the chief. Now, it was his responsibility to control and administer the police department. He showed inaptitude at that position, and
Damn, you heard that big ass word, inaptitude.
that's why he himself stated that he called in the FBI over something he could not control. And now this man today is the Wayne County Sheriff. Two prisoners back in the winter escaped from the Wayne County Jail. The last one who escaped was a murderer, and he escaped and made it all the way to Mexico. It took them a week to go down there and get him.
Okay, so the candidate that you're pushing for, why Tom Barrow?
Tom Barrow has the financial experience. He's an accountant. He has experience in bankruptcy. The city of Detroit is in bankruptcy court at this present time. Someone with his background is needed. We don't need any more lawyers. We don't need someone from law enforcement to be running this city. We need a numbers man.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, what's
know
your
you ain't
name
the
and what
numbers
brought you
man.
out here?
My name is Jason Dixon, and I came to support Mike Duggan. I'm looking at the young people in my age group in their 30s and 20s.
Hey, this guy has some good points. He not biased. He's pretty much striding the fence. He know whether or not it's a black or a white mayor, they're going to be a puppet. But let's not get caught up in that. So he has a good point coming up.
And 30s, and I think it's a time for some diversity in our city, a time for some relationships to bring more money into the city, and just to have a different look. And the relationships, I think, really counts. I think we have a lot of people that want to do some good things in the city for the city. If they all can come together and work together and say, if we're for the city, when one person has good leadership skills, and we've seen some good leadership skills throughout the years with Mike Duggan and solving some problems. I remember back in the 90s when they built the Lions Stadium, those type of things are going. He was a part of that. So that shows some good leadership and some good foresight to bring revenue to the city. So I think we need to kind of keep that going, because I want to be here and I want to raise my family here.
Based on what you're hearing during this debate, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thought is that we have all these educated people here, and I really want to see where they're going to sit together and put together a plan to say, we really love this city, so let's get together and dissect it and take do some diversity, have some diverse ideas to move us forward instead of bickering, arguing, and saying this person did that. Let's really sit down and be for the city and be for the young people, the future, so we can move it forward.
Well, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? See your boy up there to the side? He looking like, damn, why couldn't I say that? Just simple. But yet I had to go and snitch on Napoleon.
Tell me, what's your name, and tell me some of your thoughts.
My name is Pastor L.A. Porche. My feeling is that this city really needs to take a tough look at the candidates, analyze what they're saying, and make some strong decisions.
Right.
We've been going through a lot lately: emergency manager, bankruptcy, financial disasters, corruption, crime. We have it all. It's like a Hollywood movie almost. And it's time to get real, because the movie's fake, it's scripted, but this is real life. And we need to take a look, listen, and learn, and make a sound decision.
Tell me, have you made up your mind who you're going to vote for?
I made up my mind to support the city of Detroit. That's what's most important to me.
That's what's up, Pastor. Got some good points, buddy. Well, it's coming to a conclusion for the interview part. I'm gonna come back to you with part 4.